Oi, fala aí pessoal, bom dia. Você está escutando o Inglês no rádio. I am your host, Foster Hodge. This is your daily dose of English. Hey, what's up, guys? This is Foster from Inglês no Cru. I'm here with everyone's favorite
Alexia.
Is that the crowd screaming?
Yes.
Okay. You realize this is a podcast, so it's not a group of people together listening to it. It's just
Maybe
individual people.
one day we could make a live podcast just like Chris Gerhard.
Who is Chris Gerhard?
I don't know. His last name is always very difficult.
Chris Gethard.
Gethard.
Yeah. So for those of you who I imagine is everyone who has no idea what we're talking about, there is an American comedian. His name is Chris Gethard, and he has a podcast called Beautiful Anonymous. And Alexia and I love his podcast.
It's so good.
Yeah. Do you want to explain really fast what it's about?
Yes, it's like someone calling him anonymously and talks about anything that this person wants to. So this person maybe can say, oh, I just got divorced, I just had a kid, I am graduating, whatever. And it's for only 1 hour. And it's amazing to practice English listening.
It's really good because you have a lot of exposure to different accents, and Chris Gethard speaks pretty slowly, and he's very funny, easy to understand. Awesome. Yeah, I highly recommend it.
Yeah.
What is that? Is that Chris Gethard?
Oh, yeah. He always says this.
Okay, I'm debating whether or not we should cut that part out, but I think I'm going to leave it. So, Alexia, today I want to tell you a secret about learning English or learning any language.
Tell me.
You want to know what it is?
Yes, I want.
Okay.
What?
No, it's just funny. So, I've been teaching English for almost 10 years, and I've learned other languages, and I've taught other people other languages. And there is one thing that all people who are really fluent or really, really advanced in a language, there's one thing that they all have in common, like a secret that I immediately know if you're going to be fluent or not. Do you have any guesses?
No, tell me.
So I have this thing that I like to call the one friend rule. Basically, the idea is this. Let me know if it makes sense, Alexia. So what I have seen in my experience as a teacher is that if you have one friend, and I'm not talking about Facebook friends, someone in a huge random WhatsApp group, I'm talking about real friends, people that you trust, that you like, that you can call if you have an emergency, a real friend that speaks the language that you want to learn. So in this case, a real friend that speaks English, then you will be fluent. It's that simple. You don't need anything else. You don't need to listen to more episodes of Inglês no rádio. You don't need to buy Sound School. But these things definitely help. And that's it. All you need is one friend. What do you think about that? Do you think that's true? Do you think it's not true?
I think it's true. First of all, I have you, right? So my English, it was good, but it wasn't that good. And I had 100% increase on my English.
For sure. So when Alexia and I met, her English was really, really good. But since we have been together, it's not like you're studying more English. You just have one true friend.
Yes. It's not that Foster is correcting me every 5 minutes. He used to do that, but then I was like, oh, well, oh, isso. Mentira.
Que?
But
Que foi isso, amor?
it was like, are me or the corrections? You choose.
Yeah. You always act like our relationship is this weird, I don't know, that I have a weird deal where, like, if you don't study English all the time, I'm going to break up with you.
No, I'm just kidding. But in the beginning, you were really, really tough
Yeah.
with me.
I'm still tough.
Maybe because I was going to meet your parents and you wanted really to be perfect and you were afraid of your parents' accent because it's from the south of United States and you were making me practice more than ever. And I understand that and thank you for that because it was really, really good.
Ouviu,
Yes.
gente?
But the thing is, the more you speak without being afraid of it, the more you learn. Because your friend won't be correcting you as a teacher, it will be helping you as a person that likes you. So you don't have the obligation of being any student. So I think you learn better.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean. Yeah. The thing that you said about not being afraid, I think that really gets to why this idea of one true friend works. So for me, everyone says, like, oh, it's so easy to learn Portuguese because Brazilians are so friendly, so you can talk to them. But I traveled to the US and it's really difficult to make friends in the US. And that's why I lived in the US for a year and I still don't speak English. And I say that is not true because it's hard to make friends with Brazilians too. It's hard to make true friends. It's easy just to go out and kind of talk to people. But for my first month or two in Brazil, my Portuguese was bad and it was very difficult for me to make real friends.
No.
Oh, but then I moved apartments and I started living with my old roommate. What's up, Pablo? And Pablo was my first friend. And immediately, like when I would go out with Pablo, everything changed. Like people would understand me, people would treat me better. I started getting more confident. And then I started meeting Pablo's friends. And then you and I became friends. And those things just happen, you know?
Yes. Yes. I think that's it. I don't think that is a rule. Like you should do that because you will get better. But I think that you should try to have a friend outside Brazil where both of you could speak English. It doesn't have to be a native English speaker. Anyone that is speaking English with you.
Yeah. And if you are in Brazil and you're thinking, well, that's easy for Foster to say, he already has a Brazilian girlfriend. Or that's easy for Alexia. She already has an American boyfriend who's an English teacher. And ela é muito gato. But this can be, for example, in my Spanish, when I was learning Spanish in Spain, I did not really learn until I made my true like friends. But nowadays, I don't talk to those friends every day. But I still have, like when I do Spanish classes, I consider my Spanish teachers friends. They're people that I can call and talk to in Spanish all the time. So, yeah, I think if you are wondering what you should do with your English, how you should study, you should spend less time studying grammar and vocabulary and more time looking for friends. Because that's the point. That's why we are learning languages, right? It's because we want to connect with other people. We want to make friends.
Yes, we want to be part of a community.
Exactly. And if you don't want to do that, this is probably not the right podcast for you.
No, seriously.
A verdade nua e crua. Inglês.com.
Mas sério, como a gente gosta de falar, só vai. Não tenha medo. É isso. Eu acho que é a melhor forma de você conseguir melhorar o seu inglês da melhor forma possível. E, gente, esse negócio de ter medo, ter vergonha, tem que parar. No que vocês decidirem parar, tudo vai melhorar. Então, se vocês quiserem mandar mensagem pra gente no Instagram em inglês, a gente vai responder, não vai ter nenhum problema. Então é isso, sabe?
Talvez eu vou te sacanear bastante.
Não,
Você
não
deve ter
vai.
muito
Para com
medo.
isso. Não, não começa.
Não, mas se você está sofrendo muito com o medo, ou você está com vergonha de falar inglês, eu recomendo que você escute. Não lembro do número do episódio, mas eu fiz uma entrevista com Anne-Marie from Speak Confident English. E ela fala muito sobre. Ela é professora, mas ela é muito tímida também. Mas não dá pra ver. Eu sou muito tímido.
Para perceber.
Não dá pra perceber. E é um bom episódio para aprender mais sobre o que é a vergonha e por que a gente tem vergonha de falar com outras pessoas.
Sim, sim. Então é mais ou menos isso. That's all, folks.
That's all, folks. Go out, make some friends. It's the weekend. Okay,
Ok.
cool. See you, Alexia.